Art is not only a means of livelihood for me at this point in my life in certain aspects, but I would say that art is really a lot of who I am and what I have. So,
That's kind of a loaded question. I think that art is a really good communication tool. I think that a lot of artists would probably agree with that. Um, it's a way for anyone to express anything that they don't know how to express in words.
The meaning of art to me is kind of a tough thing to like define because it's so, I guess, beyond words. It's definitely this form of communication where you are able to express yourself, and people, no matter what language they speak, can look at it and find their own, meaning in it and their own just kind of understanding of what the art means to them. So I think having like a meaning of art is very subjective, and so it doesn't have like this very clear-cut answer to me at least. And I have a feeling that with other people it's the exact same way of like, this is what art is to me and this is what it means, but someone else is going to be like, oh yeah, art's just something that's pretty.
My love of art probably stemmed from movies and television and animation and comics. Anything that incorporates art in a way that it uses art as like a storytelling mechanic. I've always loved that kind of thing. That's what I want to pursue. I would love to be a concept artist for television or for movies or for video games, any of that. Like that would be seriously, if I could have any job, that's what I would do. And I think that it's so cool how visually you can tell so much. Even with things like characters, like just from character design alone, you can understand a lot about a character without ever hearing them speak. And only artists can accomplish that. And without them, I think that storytelling, just like as a medium, would not be where it is today.
My love of art has kind of always been a thing. It definitely was nurtured a lot by my grandma. I know you wanted to give you like stories, but the reason I'm into art is because I've never been good with language. I've never been great with like communicating and just knowing exactly what words I can string together in order to articulate what I'm feeling. So it's always been this thing where it's like, I feel this way and I need a way to express it. So it's kind of, it's come from a place of love, which is, my love of art. It's also just my love of life and of expressing. But my grandma, growing up a lot, would make crafts, just like silly little cricket cutout things and cards. And I would just sit in the same room with her and draw and use all of her expensive stuff and just completely waste it on like bad drawings of cartoon characters and stuff.
My mom definitely is an artist. She's actually a radiologist, which is why I often draw so many skeletons, because I grew up with so many skeletons in my house. And let's see, I don't know, everybody in my family is artistic. My grandfather is a professional bluegrass musician, and he always encouraged me to kind of do what I want, because that's what he did, and he had a great time doing it.
I feel like my thought process behind making the piece was very much kind of just like a therapy session for me. It's like I'm feeling so much right now and I just need to get it out, and having the life drawing anatomy assignment as a way to like give me a basic parameter of drawing your head and hands engaged, right? So any way you want to do that, and being able to take that and go, okay, I really feel this one specific way, and I think that I can convey that through this assignment, and then in turn have other people look at it and hopefully find their own meaning of this specific image that I've created and what it, how it connects to their life and how they can interpret it, because I don't want people to look at my art and then go, oh yeah, that one specific meaning. Like I feel like there's a lot of Picasso pieces where it's like, oh yeah, and that's, girls in a brothel and trying to like show how dirty and bad the culture is behind it, and it's like, I don't necessarily want that from my art. I very much want people to either look at it and aesthetically go, oh yeah, nice, or look at it and think deeper and form this appreciation and understanding for something that's within them that can connect with the piece.
So that piece is very meaningful for me for a lot of reasons, not only for accomplishing a Best in Show, but also as a older adult choosing to go back to school and follow her dreams. I constantly feel like I'm running out of time with a lot of aspects of my life, not only just like educational wise, but I constantly feel like I'm running against the clock. And I feel like that is a giant trend for people, especially in community college, who are like all at different ages and levels. And that piece was just really meaningful for me because I'm really trying to cope with that and move on from that, or try to find like a new way of thinking about it. I also, while doing that piece, my mom was in an accident and became paralyzed. So I felt like I was running out of time with my family, and I was really trying to like cope with a bunch of mortality in my life happening at that time, and just running out of time. And we had to do a still life, and fruit still lifes are so common, but I just don't think that it was really like representing my life at that point. So that's why I made this. And honestly, like that's why this is just like so emotional for me, kind of, because I wasn't expecting this, and I made it during a really hard time in my life, and for it to turn around and be like one of the biggest accomplishments in my life was incredible.
So that piece, it's funny. On the very first day of my Drawing 1 class here at Sinclair, my professor, Bridget, set up a horse, like a carousel horse in the middle of the room, and that was the very first thing that we drew in the entire class period. It was the first thing I drew at art school, and I was really terrified because here I was thinking, I had to be perfectionist about it. And then on the very last day of that semester that I had with her, we drew the exact same horse again. So the piece that I submitted was the one that I did on the last day, and I felt like it really showed my growth as an artist, even just in such a short amount of time.
To all future artists out there, you can do it regardless of your location or age, and it's never too late, and it will help you like find yourself all throughout your life again.